I had another question.
Yeah.
Okay. My wife, I've been married for like 14 years. My wife is a person that likes to budget, and I'm a person that thinks money grows on trees. Like that's what I was when I met her, but then
Plant more trees.
I'm trying, but she cuts. I'm trying for her. She's always afraid of not having enough.
So what you're saying to us is, after everything that you've heard today, and it's all right, and after everything that you heard just now, is that the condition of your wife's impression about money hinders your own impression about money. It's interesting, isn't it?
Yeah.
Which only means you haven't practiced it enough. She's practicing hers more. So how do you practice a feeling of abundance? How do you go about it? Just by picking something that feels good and focusing upon it until it becomes more. But you were doing the opposite just now. You were picking a condition that feels like it's hindering you and practicing that more. You see what we're getting at?
Yeah, I'm focusing on
so if you really believe that abundance is yours, that this vibrational currency is yours to cash in, if you really believe that, it wouldn't matter how many budgets your wife is trying to get you on or how much shortage she is feeling. If you really believe that, you would demonstrate right around her shortage consciousness, and her shortage consciousness probably would then go away as she is then looking at the conditions that cause them to go away.
Okay.
And that was good. Did you hear it? But what you are wanting, what almost all of you are wanting is, please just give me the conditions so that I can focus in a way. You want conditional prosperity too. Give me a condition that I can feel prosperous within, and then I'll feel prosperous. But until then, if you give me a condition in which I feel shortage consciousness, then I'm going to feel shortage consciousness. And we say, that's conditional living, isn't it? Don't you want to live unconditionally? Don't you want to control the condition of your vibration by practicing a vibration that serves you, not a vibration that doesn't serve you? Are you hearing this? There are people around the world that would call this delusional, and it is. They would say, oh, you're just not facing reality. And we say, that's exactly right. Here we don't face reality, we create reality. Because if you keep looking at the reality that is, you just keep perpetuating it. So be kind to your sweet wife, because she is doing what she feels is a good thing, and appreciate the fact that she is aware of the in and out and in and out and in and out. Applaud that constantly. But in your own mind, see that budget expanding and expanding and expanding. Imagine her easier and easier and easier with it. Because, it doesn't matter if you are spending hundreds or thousands or hundreds of thousands or millions or billions. There is always, it's always coming in and going out. Everyone. Don't put yourself in a position ever of believing that there are those out there who have so much money that they're not thinking about the out and in of it. Because they are still thinking about the out and in of it. They're just thinking about the out and in of it in bigger fashion, you see. But it's still the out and in of it. And in appreciation for the in and the out. Appreciation for the in and the out. Not appreciation for the in and guilt for the out. You feel the imbalance of that? Oh, I'm good when I earn and I'm bad when I spend. That's kind of the vibration that most of you have going on. And it's the vibration that you are acknowledging that your wife has a little bit. In other words, and then you get feeling a little defensive because, you're really praised when you earn, but you're not allowed to spend anything. And we say, in and out, in and out, in and out, in and out. You can reach a place, and you're right on the brink of it. Hear this. You ready? Where your inspired spending is what opens the door for more coming in. A woman said to us one day, I'm so upset. My husband's ex-wife gets so much of our money. She was new to the game. Our money, she said. And every time he makes more money, she petitions the court and she gets a bigger share of it, so we can never get ahead. what do you advise? And we said, we advise that he gets 10 more ex-wives. She didn't like that. And we said, but here's the benefit of that. So if he is earning $100,000 a year, and your family gets 50,000 of it, and his other family gets 50,000 of it, then wouldn't it be nice if you just multiplied all of that by 10? Because we really want you to understand that you reach this place when you understand the unlimitedness of the universe, where the more you are expending, the more compliments you offer, the more come back to you. The more clarity you offer, the more clarity comes back to you. The more you practice appreciation, the more appreciation comes back to you. The more you appreciate through the spending, the expenditure of the dollars, the more of it comes back to you. It's just a law. It's a vibrational law, you see. And so, the only budget that we would be deliberately working to accomplish would be not trying to expend more energy than we have allowed ourselves to receive. And that's what we mean when we say to you, if you can hear us about this unconditional love, if you can little by little open yourself more to the love and appreciation and abundance and clarity and vitality and well-being that Source is flooding to you and through you constantly, if you can open to that, then imagine what kind of life you're going to live as it's flowing through you to your objects of attention. Do you follow that? Shortage consciousness is an anomaly that man has created by believing that there is not eternal abundance. And we understand how man can come to that belief, because if you've been pinching yourself off from it through the conditions that you've been establishing, so you haven't been feeling your clarity, you haven't been feeling your prosperity, we can understand how you would begin to draw a circle of a very small pie and say, this is what we're splitting up. But it isn't what you're splitting up. So what happens is humans have deprived themselves of the abundance, and then they squabble over the lack of abundance that they have established through their misunderstanding of the whole thing. Stop it. Can you feel that clarity is a commodity worth owning and expending? Don't you just love clarity? Don't you just love having a conversation where what you say makes so much sense? Don't you just love that? And don't you love co-creating with someone else who has clarity? Doesn't that, so if clarity is a commodity that you could spend today, can you see how spending the commodity of clarity could prime the pump for the commodity of abundance, of financial abundance? Abundance of clarity, abundance of dollars, abundance of vitality, abundance of good times. Put things, we said to you a while ago, if you could take dollars out of the equation, and now we want you to put abundance in the equation. But you can't understand abundance being in the equation unless you understand connecting to the source of it. Where do you think your economy comes from anyway? It's not that long ago you were trading beads and shells. And now look at your economy. Look at the commerce today that didn't exist at all, the technological economy that didn't even exist a few decades ago. Wasn't even part of your consciousness. And yet now look at the commerce that trades as a result of, and do you accept that these are ideas that are being traded? Mm-hmm. So that's a pretty close trail you're on to beginning to understand that this has always been a vibrational currency, you see. So say to your sweet wife, I get it that you've got us on a financial budget, but I want you to know that vibrationally there is no limitation for me. And so I am priming the pump, and I'm spending it as fast as I can think of spending it. I'm practicing the vibration of that. And I won't spend the dollars until the inspiration within me is so strong that I cannot hold myself back. Coming right up. Coming right up. It is our promise to you that in understanding this, it is not possible for you to spend more than comes in, because they are inextricably tied one to the other. There is no imbalance once you connect to this stream of infinite flow. Huh.
Thank you.
Yeah. Really good. Best financial conversation we've ever had.
Thank you.
Yeah.